I lean on you when I've lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear
Here's my Super Bowl ready grocery haul. Ground turkey, ground beef. We have a couple boxes of the buttery caramel K-Cups and then one box of blueberry, which is my favorite. Then we have some big chicken wings. These were on sale for $1.99 a pound, which is why I got them. And then, we always use chicken breast every week. We got some dried mango, dairy-free chocolate chips, the paprika, because if you might remember from my last video, I was very surprised that there was empty paprika bottle in with the spices. Black olives for my dip, tomato sauce so that I don't have to always use spaghetti sauce in my recipes. 2 cans of refried beans for the dip, and that was I think it's a 7-layer dip. And then for the cheesy, life-nourishing dip I mentioned yesterday, there's the cashews that are $6 for that little thing. And then the cochile chips, which we love. They're so light and thin. Then Tostitos, the restaurant kind, the bite size. We go through these fast. Then we might do some loaded French fries some night. So I got 2 bags of those. Seedless cucumbers. Tofu, which is another staple of ours. We got more baby carrots, and we'll do carrots and ranch dip. Spinach for that nacho life-affirming dip too. Jasmine rice, which is the kind of rice we always use. White vinegar, which is what I use in the dishwasher instead of rinse. And then I have some reduced fat mozzarella. We're going to need a lot this week, so I got 3 of those. And then some dairy-free mozzarella. And then I got the reduced fat mild cheddar, also for dips and such. Ketchup, eggs, another staple, orange juice, whole milk, a cat. We got Dr. Pepper Zero, which is my guilty pleasure, paper towels, parchment paper, toilet paper, and then tomatoes and bananas. I also got my shampoo and conditioner. I like the Dove Moisture. And then hand soap. These are 88 cents at my grocery store. I can't always get what I want for cent, but 88 cents, I mean, you can't argue with that. And that is the whole grocery order. Right? And then I'm being watched down here too. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to get these right in the wash first thing so that I have everything dried to put back on the bed. No, I have not bought a new spare sheet from the one that ripped. So I still have one set for now. And so getting these in early is the best chance to still have energy to put it back together. How often do you change your bed sheets? I grew up doing them once a week. I did not do them last week, so it's been 2 weeks, which is fine. But honestly, ladies, when you get to be my age, sometimes you wake up in a sweat. So that's another reason that I like to do them more often, is I have my own personal heating system sometimes. All right, let's get them in. Get them in, get them in. Someone asked me if I remembered the song from when we were kids. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Who knew that song? Rejoice, rejoice, and again I say rejoice. Those were both the lines, and you just did it in a round. So tell me if you remember that. Whoops, that's not what I want. I want bedding. Welcome to Bedhead. Oh my goodness. Also, I've been getting really like chapped right here. So if you get really chapped on your face from winter, then I suggest trying Neosporin. Tell me what you use in the description box. But I find that none of my moisturizers are really strong enough, and I have very sensitive skin, so I have to be careful what moisturizers I use. So let me know what you use in the comment section. But I'm going to clean out my purse. You want to see what's in my purse? Remember in the old days, if you've been watching YouTube for years, you remember what's in my purse videos. So I feel like it needs to be cleaned out. So I'm going to show you what's in there as I clean it out. I keep a small pocketbook, purse, whatever you call it, so that I don't get backaches when I am out shopping. And then I got a little ring so that I could put my keys right on my pocketbook. I have a fob for my car. That way I don't have to worry about remembering my car keys because I always have my pocketbook with me. So yeah, got my mail key, door keys, then the returnable bottle, which I need to take this off, the scan, because I stole my husband's because mine is just dilapidated. And then this is a key to a friend's house in case her daughter ever locked herself out. I could go rescue. So what have we got here? Receipts, like Lowe's, of course, and the UPS store, which this I can get rid of because that was for the Cricut and she got the Cricut. This I'm going to keep because it'll be a business expense. Then I have this little mirror that somehow opens. There we go. A pen, a few dollars. 1, 2, 3, 4. A COVID vaccination card. Antibacterial. Gum. Another pen. I use these at church to take notes. Gum wrapper that I could probably get rid of. I have some Bath and Body Works coupons that I thought I would use, but what is even the expiration date? February 18th. I better hurry up if I'm going to use it. And then there's a little pocket here with nothing. Another pen, because if you can't write in colors, what is life? Oh, another pen. I could probably bring that down a little bit. A Michael's gift, or a Michael's receipt. Lip balm, which I could reduce to 1. I have 3 in here. A cough drop, sugar-free, of course. These are the tags for when I return bottles, which I need to put these. I keep these in a bill notebook. So I got new tags, so now I need to put these in my bill notebook. So that's going to leave yet another pen, yet another pen. This one's supposed to stay in the car. It's this little one. So that needs to go back to the car. Lip liner, lipstick. It's kind of like a gloss. So this needs to go with my makeup. Another gum wrapper, another cough drop, and then all my little ID cards. There's a library card here, my card for if I return bottles. So yeah, these are just cards. I actually have a couple gift cards in here that I forgot about, so I need to use those. And then another receipt because I went out to lunch with friends yesterday. So yeah, put that over there in trash. So my cards go in my little pocket. Oh, what's in here? Gum, coins, and I have a coin jar, so that's where those will go. So we're going to put 1 pen back in here. These will go with my journaling pens. This will go in here so that I'll put it in the car. This will go with my makeup, and let's pick one of these. Strangely, I kind of like this one best, but if my lips are really bad, I use this one, so I'll keep 2 in here. This I'll keep in there, my little coupon. Of course, my money. I'll keep my COVID vaccination in here. My 3 pieces of gum will go back in here. And then my mirror and my anti-bac. And that's it. I need to get like a little lotion to put in here. That would be nice. Oops, and my cough drops. In case you choke in church. And that's it. That is all I keep in my purse. All right, we got some big time home improvement going on here. We're gonna change light bulbs. Go!
Don't do this at home. Don't stick your hands into lights that are on, okay?
Let me help you.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's
You
save
want to
your
turn them off.
How to save a life.
Don't stick your hand into the light bulb. Ah! Yeah, just kidding. Okay. So this one, this is like an LED type thing, but it went out on us. We're going to replace all of these with some nice white bulbs. You know, sometimes you'll see people will put a little bit of like soap or something on it so that they screw in a little bit easier. That's actually not a bad idea sometimes, because if a light breaks, it's really hard to back it out. So you have to be aware that, you know, that can be tricky. But you also have to realize that whatever you put on a light bulb switch like that can actually be something that is difficult. Like it could be flammable. It could be something that chalks up, cakes up.
Just change the light bulbs!
So those things are tricky. You gotta think about what you're doing, but mostly I just say put the light in the way you normally would. We did these lights a couple of years ago. I can't remember whether we filmed any of that. We have some pictures of it, but this is not the original set of lights. This was quite a project to get the ceiling to look the way it does, to get it to come together. But it was a lot of fun to make these look really nice compared to what we did have. So let's see where we're at here.
Did you just say it was a lot of fun? So
It was nice to see it when it was done. I should say. That's probably what I should have said.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think this is centered.
You don't think the island is
No.
centered?
Anyway, we used to have a fluorescent light up there.
Yeah.
It was like a box light.
So this one needs to go.
Yeah.
And these two we can reuse because they're still nice, but we did kind of want, you know, we don't want the lighting to be like one yellow light, two white lights. So placing them all just made more sense.
Yep.
Now, to finish my
So I got this nice declutter box. I mean, foods in the mail and that need to be put away. Oh man, I'm not gonna like editing my bedhead. But anyways, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tour in my pantry because someone asked. She said, with all due respect, like she didn't want to offend me, and I understood that. She said, how do you find anything in that pantry? And she didn't say that pantry. She goes, how do you find things in your pantry? Because to her, it looked like it was very unorganized. So I'm going to show you my own little organization in my brain for a very partial decanter. Give me that look again.
I'm not sure that that's exactly what you wanted it to mean.
I'm telling you, that's what decanting means on the internet.
Really? Okay. That's a new usage of that word to me.
Okay, I don't want to know, Mr. Western Pennsylvania.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, so yes, this is another definition of decanter, decanted, and decant. Okay, now I'm not saying this doesn't need a little bit of organization once in a while, but let me just tell you, on the bottom, this is where I have the potatoes and onions, Leo's treats, my cleaners, and my bird food, and then there's some grocery bags. These English muffins were a gift, and I didn't have any place to put them, so they're right here. Then Ava's juice right before it. See, that isn't really something that goes. It's just for convenience. And the plates I use for the cat food and Woozy's treats. Then all of this, and I get that it's messy, is my Optavia foods. Then all of this is my daughter who is gluten-free, dairy-free. This is her shelf. Then this shelf is more what the 3 teenage girls eat. So that's what I have there. And then this is more things that I need to make our meals as a family. This could go up on top, but somebody ate some and shoved it there. And then this is where I keep like taco shells and that sort of thing, even though it says cookies on it. And then, you know, this is where it fits, so this is where I put it, but this would actually come down here. And then, you know, beef broth. This is oatmeal that has been rejected by the family. So I got to decide, am I going to just keep it and hope somebody decides to eat it or get rid of it? But this is where broth goes. This is where all of my condiments go. And then my husband's beans just got put there. You know, spare garlic goes there. This is like peanut butter fluff. And my husband put his... he uses this for some of his Spanish cooking, basmati rice. Oh, yeah, so like my rice is down here. This basmati could come down. We don't eat basmati very often, but this is our jasmine rice, and this is sushi rice. And then up here is where I keep like sugar flour, that sort of thing. And then my husband bought cereal and put it up there. But a lot of times I'll put like Tostito chips, that kind of thing there. So the cereal that the girls eat is all right here because this is their shelf. So even though to the untrained eye it looks like a mess, I do know where everything is, and once in a while I'll do a video where I'll make it look all pretty. The decanting I do is like, obviously you can see granola bars, that sort of thing, and sometimes I'll put like little snacks there. And then I do decant my Optavia foods as I am going so that I can just reach and grab. And then I have the boxes that I haven't decanted here. I like to keep track and rotate, and this does need to be tidied, but I need to rotate it because I will tell you that you do not eat past the expiration date with Optavia if you ever try it, because it doesn't have enough chemicals in it to last a really super long time. This is what people do decanting videos to. Robin is still struggling over my definition of decanting. So since I did my grocery haul, I'll do my little Optavia haul. I didn't need much. Every morning I eat oatmeal. At lunchtime I eat a soup. I have plenty of oatmeal and soup. I had plenty of bars that I eat in between meals. I got some more cinnamon sticks, 2 boxes. There's 7 in each box. And then I did buy 3 of the cinnamon roll cake mix. I use it, I put a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup on top, and it's like a cinnamon waffle. I have waffled or pancaked it before, but usually I just do it in the mug, and then I put a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup. Then I hadn't done the pudding in a really long time, so I thought I might enjoy having that a few times before bed. I also got a brownie mix, the mug brownies. They have Greek yogurt chips in them. I love those. And I also got myself some hot cocoa. I like the hot cocoa. It tastes really good, but it does have a hard time breaking down. So I use like a blender thing, but it does, some of it settles to the bottom. So I just, honestly, I don't worry about it, but I hadn't bought it for a long time because of that. Someone also asked me a question, are you going to be on Optavia foods the rest of your life? Commonly, people will lose the weight they want to lose, and then we have a transition program to transition them back to grocery store shelves, figure out what their ideal calorie intake would be to maintain weight. For me, personally, for my sister too, who also did Optavia, we have terrible stomachs. And these Optavia foods, because it's clean, because there's a lot of nutrients in it, probiotics, anti-inflammatory, that sort of thing for supplements, it is really good on our stomachs. And so I have a lot of stomach trouble, a lot of, what do you call it? Oh my goodness, Robin, what's it called? What's wrong with my stomach?
What's wrong with your stomach?
Yeah.
Irritable bowel?
Oh yeah, IBS. Thanks. I have a lot of IBS issues. So keep staying with some of this food in my life and then eating clean with the other foods. And once, if I go and eat something off, like totally off the rails, I definitely pay for it. One weekend I went completely off Optavia foods, and it's possible I could adjust, but I had a lot of stomach trouble before, and so some of my stomach trouble started to creep back in. So it's worth it to me to keep this in my life. And then for Robin, you know, he's trying to keep his insulin steady for some hereditary diabetic type issues. So for him, because the protein and carbs are kept equal, it's worked well for him too to keep his A1C down. So that's kind of why we still have this food coming in the house. And then it also works because if I gain a little bit of weight, I can just go right back on the plan I started with and get the extra weight off, which is honestly what I need to do now. So I'm going to put this away and then maybe give the pantry a little tiny zhuzh. Okay, without my camera on, by mistake, I cleaned this out. I just put it on the counter for now. And then I put the cat treats with cat treats. You might have seen me clean this out the other day. I pulled all this out, wiped everything down, swept underneath. So here in this one, I keep my oatmeals. It's apple, cinnamon, and maple, so it's like every other one. This one is my soup, so I have wild rice and chicken, and then chicken noodle. I do every other day, every other one. This is where I keep my bars, and then I have like a few shake mixes. When I go out sometimes with friends for coffee, I'll put a shake in my coffee, but I honestly only like to do it if the coffee's cold. And then these are my bars, and really I just buy the drizzled chocolate fudge crisp. Those are my favorite. So I can put those in. I think I'm going to put my cinnamon roll here. This is where I keep things that are more snacky. So I have honey mustard sticks, cinnamon roll cake mix, which I'm going to move over with my oatmeal. I've got popcorn kernels that escaped and that are here. So the cinnamon roll is going with my, what did I say? Oatmeal, because that's morning. And then these are all brownie mix. Yeah, brownie mix. So I'm going to put some cinnamon sticks in here as well. And then I'd like to put some pudding in here. Their pudding is really, really good. And then if you do the sugar-free whipped topping, so good. And then I'll put my hot cocoa in here too, because that will be kind of in place of a snack. Here we go. Alright, I don't have to worry about rotating the bars because I'm almost out of them. And I didn't buy any of this stuff, but I did buy some brownie mix. So I want to make sure that the newer brownie mix is in the front. I only bought one brownie, so I'll put that here. And then I'll put the cinnamon sticks. And then the cinnamon roll cake mix will go right here. And then I just put my bars right there. Honestly, I don't know if these are going to end up getting eaten, but I'm going to put them right here for people just in case, right in front where they can see them. And then this can go back, and I'll put it right here. These I transfer to the fridge as she drinks through. It's mostly Ava and Yvonne that drink them. And then my little cinnamon roll is going to go in here with the oatmeal. And I could actually put a box of cinnamon roll back here. That would fit. Okay. Good. And then these actually are supposed to go in the box. I promise you, I do not eat raisins, nor does my husband. Alright, so I showed you that. I might as well show you the fridge. And since we just got that grocery order, I do need to do a few things in here. Put my eggs away. And I do have my Amazon store linked in my description box if you ever want to see the little containers I do use. So basically what I have here is loose produce That's like tomatoes, bell peppers, avocados, the mini peppers. They go here. And these are 2 shoebox sized containers. You can get these at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Walmart, Target, or Amazon. And then I have the washable liner in the bottom. Over here is, you know, this didn't fit in there. It could go in here if I had less. But usually it's heads of lettuce, heads of cabbage, things that are bigger. And I also have the washable liner here. I like having a washable liner in here and in here since it's where my produce goes, because, you know, if a cucumber goes to mush. So in here, this mess, this is cheese and the type of meat that's like breakfast meats, like kielbasa, bacon, sausage, that sort of thing. And then cheese sticks. So all the cheeses and bacon, sausage, kielbasa goes in here. The doors, you know, we have our almond milk, orange juice. This is all for butter and cream cheese, and tomato paste kind of ends up wherever we throw it. I do have a lot of condiments here. And, you know, some here. We have our milk, coffee creamer. This is my coffee creamer, my egg white. We have some whipped cream, and we have regular chocolate chips, dairy-free chocolate chips. But I do try to keep whatever I can in these rotaries. I also love having these, okay? And that helps the refrigerator not to be quite so messy. And I don't necessarily have a rhyme or reason to this. This needs to be wiped. Up here, I have tofu. I have a couple meats. I do need to store my meats. I need to figure out what's going to get eaten when. More rotaries up here. That way I don't end up with such a heavy, you know, door where we do like a lot of different types of foods. And I keep my beef stock, chicken stock, that's open over here. Cranberry juice is here. I always put tofu here. I always have my garlic can kind of move around. Sometimes it's on one of these and sometimes it's just out. It depends on who used it last. And then I'm usually the one kind of putting things away quickly whenever I go into here. So I have meats because we just went grocery shopping. And then some of the vegetables are here because not everything's going to fit here. So I usually use this shelf. It's got spinach, it's got broccoli, it's got Brussels sprouts. And then this, again, could go in here. It doesn't need to, but I don't label. I don't want to put labels on here, honestly. I mean, you can see through them. People, we've done this for so long. Everybody knows. And then I always have like lemon juice and lime juice. I like having these liners here because then I can just be giving them a quick wipe and they can go right back in here. Or if they're super bad, I can take them completely out and put them in the sink. I would say they can be a bit of a pain to dry. But when you get spills and stuff in the refrigerator, it's just another layer to catch it before it ends up, you know. I hate having to pull full shelves out, which I don't have to do very often when I have the liners. So I can just give it a quick wipe down when I see a mess. Instead of doing the entire refrigerator every week. Someday maybe I'll be there, but today's not that day. Tomorrow's not looking good either. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of decluttering, a lot of cleaning. We're getting into DIYs. We're going to get into some economical ideas for meal planning, and then spring's going to come, spring cleaning, going outside. If that all seems interesting to you, then I invite you to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. It definitely helps me on the YouTube side too, because it helps me to bring all this content to you for free. So I hope that you will consider subscribing and click the notification and select all notifications if you'd like to be notified. If not, just click on the subscribe button and I will get to see you more often, which will be amazing. I'm trying to get to a place with my little weekly resets where I can't stand it. I'm trying to get to a place with my weekly resets where it's like a quick check-in. Well, I would love to get things mostly done throughout the week, making sure on the weekend, you know, for these weekly resets that I have groceries in the house, that the laundry's been caught up, that if my bed sheets need to be changed, they're changed. Check in with the pantry, check in with the fridge, which I really try to do before we get groceries. I check in with things. That's how I make my grocery list. We'll talk more about that as we move along, since we're going to be doing some economical cooking and just seeing where we can save money. If you have ideas, throw them down in the comment section so that everybody can benefit from your ideas. And I'm just going to go now and put my face together. I hope this gave you some motivation and encouragement as you go about your day. And what happened this week was I got the groceries in Friday, but I had a busy day, went out with friends and that sort of thing. So then today I got up and I'm like, okay, how can we just quickly set up for the week? Because we're going to work on the bathroom hopefully in the afternoon, which will be in tomorrow's video. So remember, as always, that God loves you and I love you too. And I can't wait to see you next time. There it is, all pretty again.